What's up, everybody? It's Mikhail Casanova coming at you with another video, and in this one we're going to be talking about this. This is the PlayStation 5 DualSense Edge. Now this is Sony's first ever pro-level competitive controller. I don't know why I was making these dramatic pauses. This is their first pro-level controller that they've ever made, and a lot of hype is behind this, but a lot of people are curious about it because, you know, it's their first. You know, there's a lot of growing pains. Like, is this going to be similar to the Elite? Is it going to be more like the Victrix Pro BFG? Is it going to be closer to the Razer Wolverine V2? We don't know. Well, I do. I've been using it. But in this video, I'm going to be doing an unboxing. I'm going to showcase what all comes with it. I'm going to talk about it, show you guys it because it's right here. And before we get any further, full disclosure, I was sent this by PlayStation. I am a PlayStation partner. So games, hardware, and such, I get sent them. And again, thank you to PlayStation for this opportunity. Anything beyond this, as far as like my opinion on it, all that, that's all me. I'm not paid in any way by them, so I just want to let you guys know that. But yeah, we're gonna dive into this and so much more, and we're gonna have a follow-up video where I'm doing a full breakdown of everything in detail, you know, response times on things, because I know people want that, and I want to provide that information too. So if you are curious about any of that, or you enjoy the content I put out, make sure you like the video, sub to the channel if you haven't already, and the notification bell, that way you stay up to date on all the content that comes from this channel. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the video. So when you first unbox this and you pull it out, the first thing you're going to see is this white little case here, and this right here is the carrying case that you will be carrying or toting around if you travel a lot, or if you want to securely put your DualSense Edge. And this feels premium. Like, I could compare it to other cases that I have, like the one from Victrix. And while this has like a, you know, velour type of thing going on, this right here is just sleek clamshell. It actually reminds me a lot of the cases that come with the ones from, like, you know, Power A with their Fusion Pro controllers. So it's actually really neat that it comes with this. I mean, this is really nice. But when you open it up, then inside, the first thing you're going to see, of course, is going to be your DualSense Edge controller. But you're also going to see at the top about a 10-foot braided cable that you can utilize. That way, you know, you can update your controller, you can pair it as well. And then when you pull out the controller, you'll see that it is, compared to the DualSense controller, this is a chunky boy. Like, it's definitely a chunky boy. In comparison, I've got the DualSense, you know, the black edition here, and I've also got the DualSense Edge here. This is a substantially heavier controller, just so you guys know. All right, so the next thing you're going to see going into this controller, you're going to see that you have a couple things. There's a securing connector, so if you want to utilize your PlayStation 5 controller wired, you know, for the DualSense Edge. So what you're going to do is take that connector, you're going to lift up the peg, plug in the Type-C input part, and then clamp it back down. And then what you do from there, if you want to connect it to your PlayStation 5 or PC or whatever, you just plug it in like so. Now, the other benefit of this is you can lock it in place. So if you click on lockdown, then basically this secures it in, and no matter how much you pull at this or tug at it, you know, it's not going to come out. The benefit of something like this is if, you know, say somebody is walking and they trip a cord, you know, they trip over the cable while you're playing, it's not going to snatch out your DualSense Edge. It might snatch it out of the PlayStation 5. It might even snatch the PlayStation 5 over because of the, you know, the flimsy little disc that comes with it that holds it up vertically or horizontally. But coming out of the DualSense Edge is not going to happen. It's not going to come out of that at all. So that is one thing that comes with it that I think you should immediately connect to it. The first thing, you know, you do, connect that to your cable. Now, the next thing that comes with it, if you look inside, is you've got circular discs that you can attach to the back that will act as, like, you know, paddles. But you also have paddles as well. Now what I like about these is they are easily able to be connected. Like you can pull them in, pull them out. They sit in with a very secure magnetic connectivity, which I really like. And if you prefer paddles, you can pull those out, but you only have 2 paddles. Now most controllers will give you up to 2 on each side, so 4 total, but this only gives you 2 on each side. And for most things that's fine. I think for games like Gran Turismo, for Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War, or if you're using like shooters, or if you're playing shooters like Battlefield 2042, or if you're playing like Call of Duty, this should be perfectly fine. Even for like Apex Legends and Fortnite and all that, it will be perfectly fine. You don't have to worry about that at all. Other things with this too, other accessories included with this, is you get 4 additional thumbsticks. Now you get 2 tall ones, 2 short ones. So for me personally, I think these are great for competitive play. May not be for everyone, but they're there. So you get 4 additional ones. And that pretty much wraps up everything that comes in the carrying case with your DualSense Edge. Now, other features about this controller that make it interesting is the fact that you have trigger stops. So you have 3 different ones for your haptic triggers. You've got full depression, you also have a half depression, and you have hair trigger. Now for me, when I'm playing a shooter, I'm gonna have R2 set to hair trigger because I just want that immediate fire. Like I don't want full depression, I just want immediate fire. And for L2, I'll just keep that stock as it is. I'm not going to do anything additional with that. But if you want to have a half depression or full depression, you can definitely do so with this. Like that is a lot of the functionality and options that you get with utilizing this controller. Now, the other thing about this that sets us apart at a massive premium compared to the standard DualSense is the fact that you have the ability to utilize function buttons on the bottom, which are customizable. You can customize them with a combination of the face buttons to be able to do profile switches or different things that you would like to set up. Now that's going to be fully covered in the full in-depth review. I'm not going to go into that into detail here, but I'll show you a little bit of what that could do here. Now outside of that, the other thing is you have on the back, now you're gonna have to use your finger, preferably your nail, to be able to reach this, and you're gonna pull off this part that says release, or you're gonna slide it to the the left. And once you do that, you can raise up this part, and if you want, you can raise the levers because the faceplate goes off, raise the levers on the analog sticks, and once you do that, you can perfectly pull out the analog stick modules. Now these modules, if you ever run into stick drift, you can just replace them. You can replace them directly through Sony. I believe they're going to be like 20 or 30 bucks a pop. So the question a lot of you might be asking is, did they use Hall effect sensors in this? And they didn't. But if you do run into stick drift issues, Sony kind of they got you covered, because you can just change them out however you want. Like, and that right there sets them apart from a lot of other companies. Now, apparently GillyKit has stated that they're going to be working on their own, Hall effect sensor modules for the DualSense Edge. And I don't know if Sony's going to step in and stop them from doing that. Hopefully not. But if you want no stick drift, that's an option if that does ever happen. So there's that. The last thing I want to cover too is when it comes to the analog sticks. So I know I talked about the fact that those are replaceable, which they are. You can just pop them off and you can switch them off as you like. Now that's cool. Like they don't take much effort to snap off. You can easily just pull it off, put whichever one you want, and then go from there, and you're all set and ready. But that's a general overview for this controller. Like I said, I'm going to be doing more in-depth, talking about what you can and can't do with this controller. I'm also going to be comparing it to the competitor that everyone has been waiting the longest for, which is the Victrix Pro PFG, which is now shipping. Which, yeah, they had the opportunity to take the lead, and those delays really didn't help them. But anyways, I'm going to compare it to that and probably a couple other Pro controllers, and then let you guys know what I think overall. But with all that being said, what do you guys think of the PlayStation 5 DualSense controller? Have you purchased it? Are you waiting on it to be sent to you? Whatever your thoughts are, why don't you let me know in the comment section down below. And again, thank you to PlayStation for sending this over to me for the purpose of review and for whatever I want to do with it. I greatly appreciate that as being part of the PlayStation Partner Program. And yeah, I got that all out there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you do the things that YouTube likes, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And all that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Stay safe, be blessed, have aloha, and I'll see you around. Peace.